Welcome back to my channel. Mary here at The Good Life with M. If you're new here, welcome. I'm taking you to Hotel del Coronado, located on Coronado Island, which is not actually an island, but it's on a peninsula that's connected to the mainland by a strip of land called the Silver Strand. Now, this is about 15 minutes away from San Diego, and you can see here it's like a coastal community. Here is Coronado Beach. The sights are amazing. The skies are bright and blue. The sunset's so beautiful, and there's miles and miles of beach, as you can see here. In the distance there with the turrets is Hotel del Coronado, which I'll take you to later. But first, let's hang out on the beach. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. So here we are coming towards the hotel from the back, so from the beach area. This hotel started construction in 1887 and opened to the public in 1888. So it is a historic hotel. It has housed so many people, from celebrities to athletes to US presidents to even royalty, and of course to the beach loving goers alike. This bar area here is a hub for guests and tourists, and here you can see some beautiful landscaping around the property. This building here, this is part of the main hotel, so there's just rooms, and I think is more of the historic part of the hotel. Going along this walkway, we come upon this big grassy area full of palm trees and a bunch of hotel guests, I assume. Now, the grass is actually turf, and it's well maintained. There's also a couple restaurants you'll see here that are coastal inspired, and you can see a lot of outdoor seating, so a bunch of people were dining al fresco, and I don't blame them because it was such a beautiful evening. The sun was out, the skies were still blue, there was a nice breeze going. It was perfect. We actually wanted to eat here, but we were still full from our earlier excursion at SeaWorld, so we just checked out the menu. So here we are coming upon the steps, going through the hotel rooms. Now, Ava wanted to do some exploring, so I decided to follow her. One thing that I wanted to say about the Hotel del Coronado, it is supposedly one of the most haunted hotels in the United States. Apparently, there was a young woman in her 20s by the name of Kate Morgan who checked in around the late 1800s, like 1892 or something, around Thanksgiving, to meet with her estranged husband. And apparently, after 5 days, he never showed, so she ended up killing herself on one of the steps leading towards the beach. And I don't know if those were the exact steps that she committed suicide on, but that was the story. She was also pregnant with her baby, which makes it even sadder. Now, I believe that her ghost is seen in and around the property, whether it's on the beach or in room 3327. I don't know if that room still exists, but she has been seen roaming around the halls. Now, luckily, we didn't see anything of that sort, so let's keep it that way. We are coming to the rotunda, I believe is what it's called. This is the main lobby of the hotel. And as you can see here, the millwork is still intact. You can see some of the historic details from the parquet flooring to the wood inlay. They also have these grand chandeliers and the beams. And then you can see how intricate the details are. Now they also still have this old-timey elevator. Now I kind of wanted to add, it was so dark in here. I mean, like I felt like I needed to turn on a bunch of other lights, but the camera made it seem a little bit more inviting and just a little lighter, but it really was not. Coming back out to meet with the guys, on the left here is the newer part of the property. So these are the condos and are a little bit more on the modern side. It's finally our last day in San Diego, and before we headed to the airport, we decided to make a pit stop at La Jolla Cove. La Jolla is a small cove with a beach and surrounded by sandstone cliffs. So it's one of the most popular beaches to be photographed in Southern California. It's protected as a marine reserve and is popular with snorkelers, scuba divers, swimmers, you name them. Now you'll see a bunch of seals and sea lions beached on the rocks here. There's a bunch of geese, other birds like pelicans that are also kind of mixed in, and it was quite the sight. I mean, I've never seen anything like that in real life. They're kind of in their natural habitat. It's nothing like you would see at a zoo, so it was kind of fascinating to see them kind of beached there and just chilling and hanging out in the sun. It was kind of relaxing, actually. You'll also see a bunch of these vendors here set up across the boardwalk here, and they've got some really good stuff. I mean, they're very good quality, it seems like. You'll see some signs along the boardwalk as far as, you know, like warning signs, because you don't want to approach the seals or the sea lions, any of the wildlife, because they are wild animals. So it's better safe than sorry. Off to the side here, you'll see a bunch of snorkeling tours and kayaking tours, and they take you throughout the caves and also closer to the wildlife. And you can see a bunch of them here, but there is a schedule, so you might want to check out the sites on how to get to be a part of that. Now, our family wasn't quite that adventurous, but we did do a cave tour, which you'll see here coming up in a bit. We went to the Sunny Gems cave tour, and that is located at the opening of the cove when you're driving on down, and it just pretty much looks like a small establishment. This is the only entry point to the caves, so make sure you have comfortable shoes on, which a couple of us didn't have, so I wouldn't recommend that.
You have to hold into your handrail.
Just like to see down, like when you go down. What is it? Yeah, so very similar to that.
These stairs are a little bit
it's narrow, but it's also shallow. Is that the right word? Or it's like short. There's not like the height is different. Okay, how far deep does this go?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna stop filming. So this is the bottom of the stairs. It's quite wet down here. Damp, I should say, not wet. So this is the opening of the cave.
Go.